From the start, we'll start because the slides and the time it is consumed. All right. Okay. So first thing, very important, we're talking about the hero mindset. And the first four characters that we saw, the four most important characters from which we can learn something. The four characters for which we go to watch a movie. The number one character, it's a hero. The number two character, it is the villain. The number three is the victim. And the number four is a mentor. Over here, we need to get the learning from the characters of a movie, characters from a movie. That have you ever seen a movie where the hero is born in a very rich family, and he's a king, he has everything, he's all the money, the partner, the good life, the good business, he's a winner in life. And have you seen that the enemy is less stronger than the hero, and the hero just comes in and the hero just wins in life? Have you ever seen a hero that's stronger than the villain in any of the movies? Yes, no. In any of the movies, have you ever seen a hero that is way stronger, happier, healthier, wealthier than the villain? Anybody? Yes, no. Have you ever seen you have seen, gentlemen, which movie is this, by the way? That you've seen a movie where the hero is healthier and wealthier than the villain? Have you ever seen a happy story where the movie starts with a happy thing, there are no negatives, there is no roller coaster, and the movie just ends with a happy ending? Tell me, I'd like to watch. No. Okay, yeah, that's right. So I like the energy. I like the energy. Only one person to have the video clear. I'd appreciate you all to keep your videos on. It's a family get together. So I really want you to participate in this. I'd really appreciate if you participate in this. Okay. So first one, we saw that a hero is always in a trouble. A hero is always in a trouble. हमेशा वो trouble में होता है. हमेशा. हमेशा is in a trouble. You all consider as yourself as a warrior. You're a patient, you're a member, whether it is our Saeed, Meena ma'am, Janti ma'am, whosoever are here with any kind of a condition, a so normal temporary condition that you have today. Remember, consider yourself as a hero. Have you ever seen a hero that is way stronger and wealthier than the villain? The villain is the disease over here. Consider the villain as a disease and consider yourself as a hero and take this example for, okay? To fight any chronic disease, we need a mental, hero mindset. And what is that? I'm going to come to that part. Have you ever seen a movie? Have you ever seen a movie where the villain is confused? Where the villain is confused whether I should shoot the hero or I should not shoot the hero. Have you ever seen Kasab entering into Mumbai and taking the AK-47 and aiming at Taj and saying, आज अटैक करे या नहीं करे, दिल तो नहीं मान रहा अटैक करना चाहिए, I think my heart says I should not. Or have you ever seen a terrorist putting a gun at the victim and saying, I feel so bad, I think I should not kill the poor people? Have you ever seen something like that? Have you ever seen Thanos in the movie, very confused? Should I destroy the world or should I not? Man to nahi kar raha. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen an enemy or a villain in the movie, whether it is any movie? Have you ever seen a villain that is confused? Ever? Anybody over here? Never. You'll never find a villain that is confused, right? They don't even think about it. Exactly. I like that. Okay, they don't even think about it, correct? So you'll never find a villain that is confused. You'll always find the characteristics in a movie is always the hero that is confused. You'll always find the hero that is confused. How many people agree? Yes, no? Yes? We patients are always confused. Should I do this treatment? Should I do that treatment? Should I do this diet? Should I do that? Should I choose this doctor or should I choose that doctor? We all are here taking example of patients, right? A hero is meant to be confused, similar to how a patient is meant to be confused. A patient is always confused. Diet करूं या मत करूं? इस डॉक्टर का नींबू पानी पीऊं कि डॉक्टर राज का बात सुनूं कि नींबू पानी नहीं पीना है स्किन डिजीज के लिए? Correct? Exactly. So we are all patients. You, me, we all are patients over here who are always confused. We all are patients over here who are always weaker and weaker than the villain, which is the disease today. Understand the depth, understand the core. Whether it's a simple condition like psoriasis, whether it is lichen planus, whether it is condition like cancer. Today, I'm going to talk about the unseen cure. I'm going to talk about the unseen cure. I'm going to release something very good a good news that will help each one of you at the end of this today's session. Okay. So understand, I'm going to talk about the unseen cure, why some people get recovered faster than others, why 95% people here are very happy, why we are aiming for 100%, why I want the 5% to not feel weaker. So very important is a hero, a patient is always weaker than the disease, because that is how it is meant to be. And that is also the happiness that we will get once we fight the disease. We have Saeed joining here from UK. I highly appreciate him. Severe itching. He's a warrior. He's a fighter. So you have to understand, we all are weaker than the disease that we have. Correct? You'll never find the disease weaker than the patient is stronger. You'll never find a patient super positive. Years of disease, you'll never find that. पिक्चर में मजा तभी है जब हम कुछ उससे सीख पाए, जब हम कुछ से लड़ पाए, when we have a reason to fight. Correct? So now my whole mindset is similar, that in every movie you'll always find, whether it is most of the motivational movies, most of the biographies, you'll always find the hero always has the fourth member, as you saw in the slide. The hero has a fourth member, which is a mentor. A hero always has a mentor from whom he learns, he understands, he gains knowledge, he grabs knowledge, he understands more about his current state. Like in the movie Peaceful Warrior, the mentor throws the hero out through a bridge. He just throws him out through a bridge. He goes and falls down in the water in the movie Peaceful Warrior, if you've not watched. He falls down in the river, and when he comes out, the hero says to the mentor, "Are you out of your mind?" And then the mentor immediately says, "It takes a lifetime of practice to be out of your mind." And this is the same condition in today's time. It takes a lifetime for us to not think about this disease ka kya hoga. What is the best that I can do to cure this? Today it is 0.25 mm lesser, sir. Today it is 0.5 mm more, sir. So these are the kinds of replies that we receive over here daily. So today my psoriasis is 1 centimeter better. These are the kinds of replies that we get still on a daily basis. So just imagine, wherever we put attention, the energy will flow. We constantly have a hero mindset, which is, my skin disease will not be cured, my problem will not be cured, my digestion problem will not be cured, my cancer is stronger, my paralysis is not there, I've been suffering from years, what will happen with this treatment? We all are weaker and weaker than the disease. But remember, a movie is always something where he or she learns from the mentor, where he or she learns from the guide. Remember the characteristics of a hero. The characteristics of a hero is always in a way where he's confused. Where he's confused, he don't know where to go, he don't know what to follow, he's in a mess, he suffers and suffers and suffers. But a hero is somebody who never gives up. A hero is somebody who takes charge of his own self. A hero is somebody who believes in his own self. A hero is somebody who sees the vision. A hero is somebody who knows that he will be okay, he will win. A hero is somebody who finds out ways and ways on how he can win. A hero is somebody who never thinks about what kind of mess he is in right now. A hero is somebody who will always think about the vision. I really want to share a very important concept with each one of you if you need to be a hero in life. How many people really want to be a hero in life? I want to discuss about a very, very important concept, which is 4 levels of focus. This applies to every parent, every patient, every child, whether it is in their studies, in their business, in their health problem, anywhere. How many people are ready who really want to know about focus? Okay. So I'm going to really discuss over here about a very, very important concept. I'm really sure that this will make a change. I think I'll share the entire screen. Okay. I shared the screen and I am over here. Okay. Okay. So to have a hero mindset, it is important for us to understand the 5 levels of focus. How many people with me? Yes. Are you really ready to learn this? And I'm very, very sure this will help you. This has helped me every day. And to fight any condition, this is the mindset that's required. Okay. This is called as the hero mindset. A hero always has 5 levels of focus. I really want to share this concept so that I have seen over here with people, with patients, with friends that I have shared this concept in this room that I'm talking right now, from. I've seen when I share this concept with people, when I spend that 15-20 minutes, they bring a tremendous amount of change in their coming follow-up. And I really want that these people who are in the room today must get the same kind of relief that the patients often get when they listen. So listen very carefully, listen with your video on, listen with all attention. I would really appreciate. Okay. So to have a hero mindset and to be stronger than the victim, it is not just the focus, the positivity that will help you. Because remember, a villain will always punch you. A villain will always punch you, bog you down, hit you, kill you, crack you, and make you suffer, make you doubt yourself, make you feel ashamed, cry every single day, just like your disease. It will make you lonely. It will make you cry. It will, give you every negative emotion on a daily basis. Every negative emotion, because we know we humans are designed. We humans are designed to be a sufferer. We humans are designed to find faults in ourselves, in others, all the time, and you know about it. We've been speaking in all our lectures as well, right? So to have the hero mindset, to have a positive approach, we must first understand the 5 levels of focus. From all the people in the room, I want your hands up if I should proceed with the 5 levels of focus. Hands up, thumbs up in the chat box if you really want me to focus and start. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right. I see only 6, 7 people. What about the rest? What about the rest? Have you had dinner? Are you up? Do you have the energy? Are you ready? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the way to victory. This is the way to success. Today I'm going to talk about the first level of focus. Everybody, this is the first level of focus, and this is called as the drama level. How many people? Drama people. This is a disease where patients come in the room and 15 minutes, for the next 15 minutes, they will only and only discuss about the disease that they have. They will only discuss about my child has itching. They will only talk about knee pain. They will only talk about drama. They will only talk about every single problem that they have in detail, not just with the doctor, but with every family member, with every time they're alone. All the time, 24 hours, they will only do drama. What is the drama? I have a lot of pain. I have a lot of itching. I have a lot of this. These are the people who only know how to make a drama. This is first level of focus, which is called as the drama level. How many people are clear with this? Then we'll talk a sum of all the 5. Clear so far? So far clear? Type clear. Yeah. The first people are the drama people. Second people. This is the detailed people. Detailed. What is the detailed people? Husband is sharing that, baby, I have knee pain. And the wife will say, oh, is it? Tell me, is it really painful? Okay, that painful? Oh, is it? Is that the case? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Okay. Wait, let me show my screen so that I can also be there. Okay, this is the kind of people. First one is the drama. Second one is the detail. Like, for example, a lot of people will come here and then 15 minutes they will only talk about 15 minutes they will only talk about the pain. And 16 minutes they'll tell me, sir, but एक काम करना आप दवा मत बदलो. Don't change the medicine. I'm like, why? No, medicine is acting nicely. What is the point? So many experiences here. First 10 minutes, they will complain because sometimes it is like, doctor, you should understand, then only you'll give good medicine. Na? Then wife says, sir, इधर नहीं, ये घर पे भी पूरा टाइम कंप्लेंट ही करते रहती है. There was a child, 18-year-old child, again, mom, dad के साथ she came over here. She got some award her mom was sharing with her. So while the parents left, I told her to wait over here. And I just asked her this question, hey, how happy are you? So she's like, huh, okay. So I'm like, are you really happy? Like, she's like, kind of. If I would ask more detail, she would go more in detail. 99% is good. 1% must be bad. After in the follow-up, I understood that she's unhappy with her mom not appreciating her. That was the only one strong unhappy point. So again, this concept I want to share. First one is the drama people. Second one is the detailed people, the people who always talk in detail. The first one who always do drama. The second, detailed. I want to tell you all, drama and detail, very interesting. It's very interesting, gives you entertainment. Like in the movie, heroine gives you entertainment. The drama people are very entertaining. all the other people from the community, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. More people will join you. Oh, do your child has this problem? Tell me more. कैसे हो गया ऐसे? हाँ ना, आजकल बच्चे, gossips. So drama and detail. These are always the things that are very, very interesting. But is it really useful? Is it really useful? Is drama and detail contributing anything to the subject? No. What kind of focus I'm going to talk about? It is called as the problem. The third one are the people who focus on the problem. I have back pain, sir. They go home and they talk about I have back pain. They go home and say I have knee pain. I have skin itching. I have this kind of cancer. Done. Now it's confirmed that I have cancer. If I do drama in detail on it, is it going to help me? No. But if I do the two next levels of focus, is it going to help me? The answer is 100% yes. So the third level of focus is focus on the problem. The focus on the problem is interesting because it gives you, some pain, and pain is always pleasurable, right? To say that I have a lot of itching gives you more pleasure than saying that I'm very happy. To appreciate your partner is way more less happier than complaining about your partner, right? Complaining is always giving you happiness. Complaining about life, parents, family, work, health, everything, right? So complaining gives us more pleasure. Like singing sad songs gives us more pleasure. How many people feel that singing happy songs gives us pleasure? No way. Singing sad songs will give us pleasure. हम किस गली जा रहे हैं हमारा कोई ठिकाना नहीं. This is a song that is, and we sing it with so much of depth. How many people agree? How many people agree? हम मर जाएंगे, the Ashiki 2 song. गाने में बोल रहे हैं हम मर जाए. And see the affirmations, see the level of assurance. हम मर जाएंगे, हाँ, चाहे सुख हो चाहे दुख हो, मतलब कुछ भी हो, बट हम मर जाएंगे. इतना डेप्थ में गाना गा रहे, हम मर जाएंगे, तुझे कितना चाहे और हम तेरे साथ. जस्ट इमेजिन द डेप्थ. We love singing these songs and we attract the same things. So the first kind of people are the drama, the second one are the details, the third kind of people are the one who focus on the problem. Like a lot of patients come, they focus on the problem, but their next step of focus is the fourth level of focus, which is very, very important, which is the level of focus which is called as strategy. The people of strategy. The people of strategy always find that they will always make plans. They will always come in the OPD. They'll always come in the OPD. They'll tell me, sir, I need to know anything and everything that is required to treat it. Tell me right now. Tell me right now. And these are the patients that I actually see succeeding, winning way faster, way better. Way better. I've seen some parents doing really well with their children. I've seen some children doing well with their condition. I've seen someone as young as 9 years very, very responsible with their health that they want to get cured. I've seen every single patient putting in efforts when they have a strategy. What is the strategy? The people who have a strategy are always focused on the chart. They always go in foods, tuck, 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 in medicine, tuck, 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 in third, tuck, 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 tuck. They always know that this is medicine. If I have a problem, I will not do drama. Drama people are someone, sir, but क्या है ना, आपका जो दवा था ना, वो दवा में 6 बजे आपने बोला था, but I get up at 9 o'clock, so I miss the dose. I miss the dose. I don't get up at 6 o'clock. You told 6 o'clock, na? The strategy people are, sir, I get up at 9 o'clock. What time should I take the medicine? Because medicine तो मुझे लेना है, ठीक तो मुझे होना है. These are the kind of people who are strategic people. Today, a lot of patients, 2 patients came in with a syrup. Sir, ये syrup ना थोड़ा कड़वा लगता है. तो मैंने महीना भर लिया ही नहीं. So I asked her, did you message? तो she's like, नहीं message नहीं किया. मैंने सोचा follow up में बोलूं. I told her, how long was the follow up? 45 days. Her follow up was 45 days. So 45 days she chose not to take the medicine. If she would have asked the health coach, if she would have asked the emergency number, she might have got an alternate, this. And after 45 days, you know what reply I gave her? You took that syrup neat. That's why it caused a problem. Now take 50 ml of water, mix it and take it. The same solution she would have got 45 days prior. So do you really understand the difference in drama people and strategy people? Strategy people have their eyes very, very clear. They have their eyes clear. Diet, lifestyle, whether it's my studies. There are in the exams, like, we have a lot of children here. We have a lot of parents here. Some parents are always, मेरी बच्ची का exam है. They will always keep glorifying exam है. The strategy people like, exam है, but ये मैंने उसको चार्ट दे दिया. I've told her to study 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour every day. We've taken her last year's papers. She'll be solving her papers. She has 12 chapters. She has 5 days to go, 4 chapters per day. Last 2 days revision. the kind of people who are strategy people. Strategy people come here and ask me, sir, I have back pain. Should I do that ball car? Should I do that exercise? Should I keep a pillow on my back? What should I do? This is the kind of people who are strategic people. I want to know from each one of you, very, very important. First one was drama. Second one was detailed. Third one was problem. Fourth one was strategic. Strategic thinking does not give any interest. It does not entertain you, but it is super useful for your life. How many of you can tell me which would be the fifth one? Any guesses? Which are the kind of people who are fifth kind of people, highest level of focus? We are over here, drama people. We want to go from drama to detail to, and from we, it is everybody, all of us need to upgrade. So we are at the drama to detail to problem to strategy. Which would be the last? I want a chat box answer. Any random guesses from each one of you? What kind of mindset we should have to become a hero mindset? Some people tell me hard-working mindset. I really appreciate. What else? What else do you feel? What is the mindset over here that's required to win in life? Happy people. Very, very good. Over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. Everybody. Just random guesses, random conversations, drama, detail, problem, strategy. Which could be the fifth one? The fifth one could be ODT. No, maybe spelling mistake. Okay, which could be the fifth one? The fifth one, which is the highest value required to fight. Solution. Okay, but what in solution? What is the quality required to get a solution? This is the question. I got very, very good answers that, happiness is there, hardworking is there. What about the rest? By the way, what about the rest? Which is the mindset that is required to win any disease? To win any disease. To win any disease. Positive mindset. Very, very nice. I always talk about positive mindset in the last 3-4 lives. So positive mindset, right? What else could be?
Focus.
What else could it be? Maintenance of strategy. Very, very good question. Because again, Akriti Mara said maintenance, and really hats off to the energy that she has to, having 2 kids, motivating them all the time, all throughout the year, and being super strong in this overall process. Just to give her an example, she always feels when she is mentally imbalanced, when she's angry, she's seen her also problems increase. So this is the corrosive power of anger and jealousy and fear and palpitation. All these negative emotion contributes to the disease that we have no idea about. So these things really matter. While today we were having a celebration in the garden, some people said that, oh, Dr. Raj, does this really matter? So I was explaining, how does this matter? How does every negative emotion matter? So again, what's the answer to believe in yourself? Consistency, high discipline. Okay. So I will answer the fifth level of focus with a small example. Okay. So last week I was having a session at Lucknow amongst almost 4,000, 5,000 doctors. So I was having a presentation over there. And just one night before the presentation, I was with my mother at Lucknow. So we had a very, very nice conversation. Okay. We were having a nice conversation. It was 10 p.m. at night. And we were having a conversation where I asked my mother a question with my answer, and I told her, what could your answer be? So my question to my mother was that, what does it really take to be successful? What does it really take to be successful? So I answered her that, Mama, I feel that what it really takes to be really, really successful is, as Genti ma'am answered, being happy. That was actually my answer. I asked her that if one is not happy in their own self, they will not attract. They will not work. They will not put love in the work. They will not put care in the work. They don't have energy in the work. So my answer that time was, I feel it is happy. Her answer was consistency. If there's no consistency, if you're putting water in a, if you're watering a plant, if there's no consistency, it will not go. This was a conversation we were having around 10. And then we discussed about, some aspects and some different topics. And then it was 11:11 all of a sudden we saw angel time, 11:11 p.m. at night. We were returning to the hotel for the lecture tomorrow, next day. So we randomly together spoke about this one word, which is my answer for the fifth level of focus that's required. Because only if we have that kind of a characteristic feature, only then I feel that we can raise our children, we can have a good partner, we can have good relations, we can have good finance, we can have a good health, we can have a wealthy health, we can be rich in time, rich in people, rich in manners. We can be rich in experiences. We can be rich in thoughts. We can be rich in all these aspects if there is one thing that is not missing. How many people would like to know that? Hands up. Okay, yes. So a successful people is even more successful. A hero is a superhero when he thinks and when his focus is always on this fifth thing. And this fifth thing is something we all already know about, but we choose not to. We choose not to. Why? Why do we choose not to? Because it gives us no value. It gives us no interest. It doesn't entertain us. It doesn't give us, happiness. Just how making strategy gives us happiness? No. Drama makes us happy. Complaints make us happy. So this fifth thing doesn't really interest you. It will not even interest your best friend. So this thing doesn't interest. In fact, people get bored with it. Some of you might already be getting bored. Do you really get bored with this? No. Okay, thank you. So the fifth one is the highest level of focus. And why am I extending session so much? So you understand the core. You just listen with your ear, but you put it in and you follow just how I am trying to follow every single day by adding bits of it every day. So the fifth one is called as successful people are more successful. A positive is more positive. A suffering warrior. A warrior is a full warrior. A hero is a superhero. A warrior is a super warrior. Only when his focus is on the vision. When his focus is on the vision, he wins. When the constant focus is there on the vision, he wins. So there is the 5-level drama, detail, can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Now you are.
Is it audible? Okay, I think I lost the network.
Yeah.
Is it okay
For a couple
now?
of minutes, we lost you.
Any better?
It's a little feeble, but we can hear.
All right, no, let me check. Give me a second. Is it okay? Hello, hi, better? Check. Hello, 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 hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Got it, yeah. Okay, so we are somewhere over here, and from here we need to reach the vision, and that's how we will achieve what we really want to achieve, right? So over here, remember, a vision gives us that mindset, right? Every time we suffer from a disease, we've seen patients only complaining about the problem, problem, problem. We need to shift our focus from problem to solution. We need to shift our focus from the problem to the solution. We need to always have a vision that my skin is already clean. How many people feel my video and audio both is clear, by the way? Is my video and audio both clear? Super clear. Thank you. All right. Perfect. All right. Yeah. So over here, as a mother, I've seen mothers always complaining, my child doesn't eat, my child doesn't eat, my child doesn't eat, my child doesn't study, she's not serious, she's not studying, she's not working, she's not going out, she's not. You tell your child not to go over there, she'll first go over there. Right? So if we focus on constant the drama and the detail, if we talk detail, you know what? If you do this thing, this will happen. Over there, you should never go. There is darkness, there is ghost, this, that. She will first go there. Right? So things that are adding drama, detailed, and problem, they are interesting things. Things about problem, they are both interesting and they are both useful. But things like strategy and things like vision, things like strategy and things like vision, they are not interesting at all, but they definitely add a lot of value. Correct. So vision, I love myself is a vision. I feel complete by myself is a vision. I feel full is a vision. All the anxiety that we feel in today's time is because it is casualized that we all have anxiety. Hence, I see people of 12-year and 14-year, wealthy, rich in time, rich in studies, rich in experiences, rich in children, rich in parents, like amazing family, amazing family. I see 12, 14-year children saying, you know what, I have such a terrible life. I have so much of anxiety. People who have achieved everything, all the things, people right from 12 to 40, 50, 60, whatnot, they always have a concern. Doctor, I have a lot of anxiety. To say I have a lot of anxiety is because some people have casualized that I have anxiety. So I have anxiety, and you talk about I have anxiety and I don't get sleep is drama, is detailed. It just interests you and your surroundings and the doctor and the patient and your family, but it adds no value. But constantly making a strategy on how I am going to get rid of the anxiety, whether it is the walks, it is the dhyan. If dhyan, then which kind of dhyan, which kind of meditation, where, how, what, medicine, shirodhara, all the other things, when, how, strategies made, vision is seen that I don't prefer this life where I am complaining and I'm suffering. I need a vision, constantly living in that vision. How many people can agree to that? How many people agree that talking about vision makes no sense, makes no entertainment, gives us no value? It may be useful, doctor, it may work that you're talking about it, but it doesn't soothe us or give us that milkshake, give us this healthy that spike, doesn't give us that good feeling. How many people feel that having a good vision, constantly being in a good vision, like today I spoke to, like for my team, today I spoke to three people, tomorrow I will speak to five people. Today I replied to five people, tomorrow I will make sure I call 10 people, and I will talk to my patients and I'll tell them, how are you feeling? I always give an example to my team also, that it is very easy to say that today I was not feeling like coming to work, so I did not reply to patient. On the other level, there is a vision that constantly all your patients, you are visualizing that they are happy. You're constantly, visualizing. So be careful with what type of people you let in your life. 100% yes, that's of course the vision, right? If you decide, if your vision is what is anxiety, if you delete the memory of anxiety, if you delete the memory of worry, if you delete the memory of depression, anxiety, if you delete the memory of there is no tomorrow, there is today, if you only delete that memory that there is no tomorrow, there is only today, there is no gym tomorrow, then the gym is only today, there is no life tomorrow, the life is only today, and if you live as per that, the world would be a healthy place where we would really respect others, where we would not show our ego, whether it is a watchman, whether it is a driver, whether it is anyone. If it was our last day, we would really live with a vision, we would really live with a mark and then leave, right? So if you're understanding the depth of it, I want to come to a conclusion over here, that two things are very, very important I want to share. Number one is, there is no disease without pradnya parad, and there is no cure without prayaschit. In Ayurveda, there are these two terms that are said, which is A, pradnya parad, and second is prayaschit. Okay, you got it. Two things. First one is pradnya parad, and second one is prayaschit. What is the meaning of pradnya parad? Pradnya parad is an Ayurvedic terminology. It's written in the Ayurvedic classical text. It means that things you know that you should not do, and still you're doing it. Mistakes that you know that you shouldn't be, and still you're doing it. Pradnya parad. I will talk in detail about it. Second, prayaschit. Prayashit is, there is no cure without prayashit. For example, people who have vitiligo, it is said in this birth, you have terribly insulted your elders. You've terribly hurted an animal. You've terribly, insulted your mentor or the ancestor or someone who's elder to you. Someone who's really, really hurt. And those people we see a contribution who have had vitiligo. There are so many spiritual reasons about which I will talk in the later session, like 15, 20 minutes, 5 minutes later after this session. So there is a concept called as prayaschit. There is a concept of pradnyapara. There is, in Ayurveda, it is clearly mentioned that there is no disease without pradnyaparat, and there is no cure without prayaschit. So only if we understand that the mistake that we have done and how to repent for it. For example, how many people believe that sadaqah in the Muslim, sadaqah, which means some donation like 50 rupees, 100 rupees, a flower, a chocolate, some kind of contribution, like giving happiness to others, can add life to our life? How many people agree? I've seen Dr. Tatyara Vlani, he's Padma Shri, and he's done the maximum amount of eye surgeries in the world today. Only one, he's just next door, and he's a very good mentor of ours. So Dr. Tatyara Vlani, he's done top eye surgeries in the world today. Okay, Padma Shri, over 3 lakh plus. He says, and he's been on one kidney with a steroid for over years and years. And he could be the only person that's alive in today's time. Only person with so much of steroids. with so much of steroid. Only one person would be alive for all these years with one kidney. So when asked to him, Lahani sir, what is the secret to being on this steroid for this long? What is the secret? He always says contribution. He always says contribution, because all his life he's been using this one statement, which is कि मैं लोगों का doctor हूँ. He's been using this sentence that I am people's doctor. You don't need appointment for meeting me. He'll always dress up in, he'll always, you don't need appointment for appointment. I am people's doctor. Because 40 years he's worked in a government hospital. 40 years he's worked in a government hospital. He's like, I'm people's doctor. What I mean to say, where am I coming at exactly, is when you give, you receive. You want love, you give love. You need health, you give health. You need happiness, you give happiness. You need care, you give care. You need respect, you give respect. Similarly, you need cure for your child, for yourself, give it. In Ayurveda, I would really like to explain one concept, that Pradnya Parat, which means anger. Anger is one of the Pradnya Parat. So a lot of anger can lead to itchy skin conditions. It can lead to allergy, rhinitis, sinus, rhinitis, itching, urticaria, a lot of anger. This is the corrosive power of anger. When anger is there, it could lead to any inflammatory disease. So in Ayurveda, the prayashit is called as Jaladan. The prayashit is called as Jaladan. Give cooling water to others. It is said prayashit is lightening ghee lamps in the house. Ghee is cooling. So you won't believe this how this works. How many people over here know about the silver remedy? How many people know about silver remedy? Silver glass. How many people have done silver glass here? Silver glass. Aye, you've done that. So you know what change? Has silver remedy made any change in your health? Yes, you've done. Very nice. Yeah. Have you seen any change in your sleep? How the mental patterns are correct just by putting that glass of water to the plant. So this is a form of prayashchit. We've seen tons of patients, when reasons are found out and then there is a cure, tremendously they are released. We've seen patients with cancer, we've seen patients with paralysis. When they start feeding 2 bananas and 3 bananas to the cow, they see a terrible and positive change in their health. I want to share a short story in the fraction of seconds, and this story, what I'm going to mention with you right now, is also explained in in many of my lectures. This is a live case of a patient over here. He'd come to me, and I gave him 6 months of treatment, and he was just gradually improving. He was improving very, very slow with such a near and dear disease to me, which is psoriasis. So psoriasis is world's number one disease, and it responds really, really nicely. So this patient has been very careful with his diet and everything. He was responding very slowly. And we see very less people that, in spite of good diet, good positive mindset, not responding to the disease. So then I called his mother. His mother came from the village. I spoke to the mother and I told her, "Ki Raju ka kya problem hai? What is the problem with Raju? What's wrong with him? There's something that we are missing with Raju. Is it the cause? Is it something wrong that he's doing? Is it something unhealthy with Raju? What's the matter with Raju? 6 months, I've never seen a patient like him that is not responding that well the way I'm expecting. So what is the problem with Raju? What is exactly the case?" So his mother told me one thing very, very useful. I want to tell you because you can also find out the troubles and work on it accordingly. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Raju's mother told me, "Sir, pata nahi, I don't know whether this thing will add any value to your treatment, but I want to tell you one thing." So I'm like, "Okay, tell me." So she said this one thing, that before he started getting psoriasis some 8-10 years ago, he used to live with his grandma. He used to live with his grandma, and there were a lot of cows. So he used to do the milking. He used to do the milking all the time, every day. And there was one cow. There was one cow whose name was Lily. There was one cow whose name was Lily. And each time Raju would do the milking of Lily, Lily would just kick the bucket. Lily would just kick the bucket and would spill all the milk out. And Raju used to get upset. I am doing so much efforts and doing milking over here, feeding you, taking care of you, loving you, and you are doing this to me. So every day, 5 day, 10 day, 15 day, 20 day, for several weeks, this thing went on. One fine day, Raju was doing milking of Lily. While he was doing it, the milk was collected in the bucket. As always, Lily kicked the bucket, the milk spilled and it fell out. It fell out, and this time he got very angry. The corrosive power of anger, you see. He got very, very angry. And he took a rope. He lost his patience. And he just hit Lily really badly with, let's say, 4-5 strong hits, because he was angry and he was a child after all. So you see that? That was a pradnya parat, mistake. So that was a pradnya parat, right? Things you know you should not have, but you did. Deeply mentioned in Ayurveda. Where you will get the context, where you get more information, I'll talk in the next 5 minutes. The session is of last 10 minutes. You'll add a lot of value with this because this was surprising for me myself when I dealt with the case over here. So his mother started sharing me कि सर पता है क्या, हफ्ते 2 हफ्ते बाद इसको इतना स्किन का दिक्कत हो गया, पूरा खून खून हो गया उसका बॉडी. तो इसने बहुत ट्रीटमेंट की. He went to big doctor, lot of treatment. He would get well, again problem, get well, again problem. I'm like, that is the usual general, medicine in the modern, where we see better and then relapse and bad. Relapses are very common with the modern medicines, allopathy medicine. So I'm like, that is okay, but her mother was like, sir, it was something where there's an adrushya shakti, where there's some unknown power, where there's something different. So I opened the classical text in front of her and I showed her the text of Prayashchit in front of her. I showed her the text of Dharma Artha Shastra. I showed her the text of Ayurveda, and I told her how detailed manner the Prayashchit is explained. So you know what the Prayashchit method that I gave Raju? How many people really want to know that? Yeah, thank you. So I knew that Raju had the 6 month of medicine. Raju had the 6 month of medicine, and he'd already started 2 3 days. He had almost 100% of that, 90% of that medicine. So I said that today you have to go to the same cow. Today you have to go to the same cow and the same medicine that you are eating, because it's Ayurvedic. It's all handmade here. It's all natural here. So the same kind of medicine that you are having, you should similarly feed the same cow. सो तो मम्मी लाइक, सर वो लिली कभी थी उधर, वो अभी किधर मिलेगी? 10 साल की बात है. 10 साल की बात है, वो किधर मिलेगी? वेयर विल आई इवन फाइंड हर? नाउ इवन ग्रैंडमा इज नॉट देयर. लाइक आई डोंट डाउट अबाउट लिली. So I convinced them, I don't know what, you need to do this. Otherwise, there are different ways that you can feed other cows, but you need to go to that same Lily. Somehow he got convinced. He went back to the village. He found Lily. She was there. And I told that the same medicine that you are taking, you should feed her. Guess what? This will be surprising, astonishing. But in the coming 1 week time, his mom messaged me that, sir, his 50% psoriasis is clear. So I messaged, I asked her that, is Raju taking any medicine? She was like, no, he's not taking any medicine. बस वो आपका तेल लगाता है. He's only applying your oil. तो मतलब तेल तो 6 महीने से लगा रहा है. He's like, yes, 6 months he's applying. So I don't think so. I told the mother, I don't think so Raji will get better. Like, sir, ऐसा मत बोलो. He's getting 50%. Please tell me what to do. इतना तक पहुंचे तो हमें पहुंचना है. Please tell me what to do. What to, I will take care. I will take care. I will do the necessary. But please tell me what to do. So I told her that the same oil which Raju is applying on his body, he should apply it to Lily. Like, sir, वो तो होने नहीं वाला है. वो तो दूर से ऐसा मेडिसिन देता है कर समझ के कि ये क्या है, खा बाबा. He's not even doing it with affection. So I convinced that you need to do this with affection. Only then you'll be fine. And you have to put the same oil over Raju's body. And only then you call me in a week. In a week, I did not get in call. In 15 days, I did not get in call. In 3 weeks, I did not get in call. So after 4 weeks, because I remember this parakram that I had done here, right? मेरा भी parakram ही है ना ये. So this thing that I had done. So I called in a month. I told one of the staff, जरा phone करो और पूछो क्या है. तो she said that उसका पूरा psoriasis चला गया. तो I was like, okay, can you video call me? I saw it on a video call. Like, फोन नहीं किया आपने? बोले नहीं सर, रुके थे ना, वो वापस भी आता है ना. psoriasis comes back again, so nothing great. 10 years I have seen lots, so many relapses. अभी गया तो है, but I need at least 1 month time to tell you, sir, he's cured. I'm like, perfect, makes sense. She's right. She's perfect in fact. But ठीक हुआ वो पता तो रहना चाहिए. So 100% he got recovered. Skin was clean and clear and all normal. So I told her, घी पीने बोला उसको, have Mahatikta 3 times a day. Have that intake for himself, not the cow now. Himself. And feed everything else to the cow. जो भी खत्म हुआ है, finish. 6 months later, I called his mother. How is Raju doing? And she said, sir, तब जो ठीक हुआ था, आज तक वो वापस आया नहीं. So this is the power of Prayashchit, and then I really respected and showed my gratitude to the classical text of Ayurveda, and then it was proved to me that there is no cause, there is no cure. There is always a cause for an effect and an effect for a cause. Some people come over here and they complain about their condition, but they don't tell us about the cause. The cause is always very important. And you need to be a fighter. You need to have a hero mindset. A hero is someone who does not eat first. A hero is someone who leads the team. A hero is someone who takes care of the family. A hero is someone who lets others eat and then eats. A hero is someone who spreads smiles. A hero is someone who takes the team further, just how a mother takes the family. A husband is not the hero, a mother is a hero. Why a mother is a hero? Because she takes care of the family. A mother does multidimensional work, right? So a woman has always multidimensional aspects. Similar, a hero is the one who keeps herself behind and the solution first, harmony first, gratitude first, the house ka happiness first, then her happiness. So if you have the hero mindset, you need a focus of the vision focus. We need to all come from drama, detail, problem, strategy to focus. I want you all to live 50% in vision, 40% in strategy, and 10% in problem. If you can repeat, 50% in vision, 40% in strategy, and 10%, only 10%, not more than 10% in the problem. Because problem is there. It will only change with our positive and negative emotion. You might find a better treatment, you might find a better food, you might find a better schedule, you might find some enlightening that you're getting up in the morning. And so, in the last live also I told you, there was a patient for knee pain used to come to me. She got almost 30-40% better, 6 months treatment, grade 4 osteoarthritis. And then once in her, 6th month of follow-up, she came and she told me, sir, you know what? One doctor gave me a tip, and that tip changed my life. I was like, I'm really amazed to know how it changed your life. She's like, sir, all my pain is gone now. So I was like, wow, very good. Please tell me. I would really like to know. Like, you know what, sir? This doctor ने मेरे को ऐसी चीज बोली कि मेरा घुटना दर्द ही चला गया. I was like, मुझे भी बताओ जरा, है ना, मेरे बाकी के पेशेंट का भी घुटना दर्द चला जाए जरा. तो शी इज लाइक, सर, यू नो व्हाट दिस डॉक्टर टोल्ड मी कि 7:30 के बजे खाना नहीं खाना है और चपाती की जगह भाकरी खाना है. तो मैंने बोला, मैम आपका फाइल है आपके पास, डू यू हैव योर फाइल, जोविस का फाइल? तो ये क्या यार, आई हैव जोविस का. जरा ओपन करिए ना. तो जरा पढ़िए ना, फर्स्ट लाइन क्या लिखा है. इन योर फर्स्ट लाइन ओनली इट वाज मेंशन्ड that you don't have to eat after 7:38 solid food, have light food and switch from chapati to bhakri. What I want to tell you is, when we take it seriously, to the strategy, to the solution, we get the result. A lot of people say, sir, when from the time that I started doing yoga, I have started getting result. Now all of you tell me, everybody know that yoga is good for yourself, right? But do you know yoga is one of the ashtanga Ayurveda, is one of the ashtanga yoga? How many people know yoga is one of the 8 branches of yoga? Ashtang, there is a Ayurveda which is called, there is a yoga which is called as 8 forms of, Patanjali had concluded 8 forms. Third one is yoga. Do you know which is the first and second? The first and second is Yam Niyam Yoga, Yam Niyam Asan, Pratyahar, Pranayam, Dhyan Dharana Samadhi. This is the form. So उसमें हमें क्या लगता है, योग यानी आसन. So term क्या है, अष्टांग योग. अगर आप Google पे, if you write on Google अष्टांग योग, there are 8 forms of yoga. We know only the third one, which is asan. What is asan? Yuje Rani Niti Yoga. That which unites your mind and body is called as yoga. But the first two is something we always miss. I want you all to recollect and write down on internet today. Ashtang Yoga. The first one is Yam and Niyam. Yam is what you should do. Niyam is what you should not do. So Yam and Niyam is as equal to speaking right, not hurting anyone. That is the first form of yoga. So if you really want to know, do read about Yam and Niyam, which is mentioned in Ashtanga Yoga. Now yoga teaches us about Prayashchit and Prajnaprath. So the small things, just how corrosive power of anger, jealousy, fear, insult can lead to serious anxiety issues. And what do? We do only 2 things. First, I have anxiety, and second, pop a pill, go to sleep. But 90% people I see, they're not working on the solution. We need to work on the solution. I see kids today of 10 years old saying, so I have a lot of anxiety. 10 years kids. So it's high time that we do not normalize anxiety and we work on it with what? With vision, with strategy, with problem. As easy as it is to say, it's difficult it is to apply. But I've seen people that apply even in life. How many people feel so far it is adding some value? Yes. Okay. It's adding. Yes. So first we discussed about the hero mindset. A hero is always weak. So first accept it that you have itching, you have problems, so you are weaker. Accept it. You have a guide like Ayurveda. You have a guide which is your own soul, your own guru, your own mentor, your own energy. And hence in Ayurveda, there is a concept in Ayurveda which I believe, and I'm going to soon release a video on it. That the video is 3 points required. 3 points required for like three eligibility criteria to start with any Ayurvedic treatment. Three eligibility criteria. A, first eligibility criteria, you should believe in a higher self, whether it is just a light person or force, lighting, universe, whatever. You should, if you have a belief that there is someone above me, you can take an Ayurveda treatment. Second, if you are someone who can be regular with the medicine, making it easy can be a job of a doctor, but you will be regular with the medicine. Second. And third, if you are somebody who knows that I need to follow a diet to get results in Ayurveda, because it's very easy to pop a paracetamol and get fever that's going. Fever will go away. But I treat people who take 4 paracetamols every day. I really treat people who take 6 naproxen every day for several years. I see people of blood cancer here who've taken pills of Rantac 4 pills every day. So in these cases, who do you need? There's no other chance than Ayurveda. And is it the medicine that I'm talking about? No. It's about Prajna Parat, it's about Prayashit, it's about all the foods. So 3 eligibility criteria to start with any Ayurveda treatment. First, higher self, which is your prayers. Second, regularity. Third, diet restrictions. Only then we can start with Ayurveda. So just understand the corrosive power of all these negative emotions, they add on to the disease. And disease, it is, not giving you ease, it is giving you the suffering. So constantly if you focus on why am I having this problem, why am I having this problem, you are at the middle level of focus, but it's not adding any value. The value will be added with strategy and with vision. If you have a vision here that I will be fine, if you visualize yourself that I'm already clean and I'm already clear, that my children are already doing fantastic, I've seen those people doing fantastic. All right. So this is one thing that I wanted to share, which is the hero mindset that's required. Second, we spoke about 5 levels of focus. Third, we spoke about how small emotions can add value and how positive emotions can attract positive things. And that's the positivity that we need to treat any disease or to attract the life we want. Okay. It's very, very important to every day being in that harmony. It's not about just listening, but being in that harmony every day is what takes the maximum amount of efforts. Last but not the least, to make these things very, very easy, and to make these things very, very easy, as well as making these things applicable in more detail, very, very important is, I'm just announcing it. Of course, we have a event over here where we'll be launching it and we'll be putting it in all. But since this is a very small gathering that we have, I want to disclose that through Jyovis and through Ayurveda. Do you want to see? Okay, the first ever book is written by Dr. Raj. Okay, so the book mainly talks about the unseen cure. The book mainly talks about Adrushya Ilaj. The book talks about certain stories, just how you heard about Raju. How many people found the Raju story really, really insightful? Something very different. Yes? Similarly, there are so many different stories that I've shared, along with practical experiences of things that have worked in my practice for patients. And it's primarily related to skin disease also. All the disease, primarily skin disease, right from diabetes to hypertension, we covered it all. The book has gone live almost 3 days prior on Amazon, but you don't need to worry about it because all of you will be already getting the book in your parcels. Okay, so the book will be there. Who's the publisher? I am the author, and there's a publisher, one of publication companies there. So they've published it. You'll find all the details on the book. So the book tagline is "Heal What's Impossible." And because we've seen the impossible things are getting healed through the glories of Ayurveda. So through the glories of Ayurveda and through positive energy, let's dive into the unseen cure. And also, there are some people who would be like, what's different in the book? So there is something different in the book, which I'm sure once you have it, you'll get it. But I just share a glimpse of it to maintain that energy of yours so that you go and open the book. So the suspense part, how many people want to know what's really in that book, special in that book? Anyway, all of you would be getting it from my side. Okay. The special thing about the book, of course, I need a review for that. So the special thing about the book is that in that book, on the left side, you'll find a page which is in English, and on the right side, you'll find a page which is in Hindi. So people English and Hindi, they can both read at a time. So you don't have to read, have separate pages and separate books and all. So English is here, Hindi is here. So that's now okay, theek hai. What's special? What's really special about it? How many people want to know what's special about it? Yeah, special. So special is that it has around 9 chapters, and in detail about all the chapters, in the starting of the chapter, there is a scanner that is mentioned. And guess what? Once you scan that scanner, you're still here. Okay. So once you scan that scanner, yes, you will you will get a link. You will get a link where you're headed to the audio recording of the book. That's okay, right? But what's special in that? There has to be something more special, isn't it? So what could be more special? Would you get some videos and would you get all of that? Not really. If you scan that code, you will get an audio recording of that particular chapter with the energy of the author. So the energy of the author, with that same kind of energy, pace, speed, you'll get the recording so that you feel that somebody is actually talking to you live. So every chapter has audio recording. It's purely kept raw with no background music and that flowers and that ting and all of that. Nothing like that. It's purely kept raw so that you feel that we are here and someone is talking to you. Someone can feel, and that's how you can do it. So this is a contribution from my side, and I really want you to go through the book. It's not just it's there. It's live on Amazon already. The name is The Unseen Cure. The Unseen Cure. Thank you so much. What is important is I want you all to go through the book once you have it and actually try and apply it. And this is not just for a parent, but it's also for a very, very small kid. I've seen over here when I explained the concept of that kid, the child who was autistic is now on his own after 2 years of constantly working on him. The patients who were on wheelchair, they started walking on their own. These are the glories that if you spend one day of your 24 hours at Jyovis, you'll minimum go through one glory, like one memorable glory if you're here, at least, and if you spend time for 24 hours. You'll at least get one glory where you'll see, oh my God, this is really, are you the same person? At least minimum one big glory, minimum. Big as in someone really walking, someone really healthier, someone really clean, someone really sharing something very, very positive about their own self. So these are all the glories of Ayurveda, and I'm very grateful to practice this science because the science never believes in temporary relief. The science believes that you can take temporary relief with the emergency medicine, but the goal is to cure a disease, to give lifelong success. And for that lifelong success, it is said as there are 5 karma indriya, which is 5 motor organs, 5 jnana indriya, 5 sensory organs, and above all, Ayurveda says that there are 11 organs. Karma indriya, Jnana Indriya, and above which the topmost is the Ubhay Indriya. And the Ubhay Indriya is called as the mind. The mind is above all Indriyas. So this is Jnana Indriya, Karma Indriya, there is Ubhay Indriya. So mind is the most powerful thing. And that's what I have disclosed in that book, which is the hidden nature of disease. And second, mindset required. Third, strategies required. Right from diabetes to bedwetting to anger to vitiligo to itching to fear, to palpitations, to hypertension. What could be the Prajnaparat? What could be the Prayashchit? Right from Tulsi to everything. Why was it said that you should keep Tulsi in front of your house? Why is it said that you should have a Audumbar at the back of your house? Negative. Tulsi will throw all the negative and bring only positive in the house. Why are all these concepts said? What happens when you put water in the Tulsi? What will happen if right now I'm sitting on the table? Why do I have a Brahmi plant on my right side? Why? Why do I have a right side Brahmi plant? Brahmi is one of the best brain tonic. One of the best brain tonics Brahmi. So patient और मेरे दोनों के मन की शांति के लिए है वो Brahmi. Why do we have that silver glass? A lot of patients say, I had the silver glass and I feel very cold. I started doing the activities. I started sharing. I started, doing small things, make a big change. It can be as thankful act as pressing gift, holding someone, saying thank you to smiling someone's trying to click a photograph, so taking someone's photograph, doing all these small activities like acts of kindness have had a tremendous change in their overall well-being. The book name is same, The Unseen Cure, UNSEEN Cure. Okay, I will take you through the Unseen Cure. If you don't get anyway, you'll get the link, so don't worry about it. All right, okay. So this was it. It's on Amazon already, and it will be there on our website also. And nevertheless, you'll get it, in your parcel or something. If you're an online patient, even if you're not in India, you'll get it over here. This is just an addition to your own mental well-being, so that I don't hear anybody saying over here that I have anxiety, right? And I'm sure this will really motivate you every day. And whatever I have shared in the book is something that motivates me every day to do the things that I have. Okay, so I hope you find this insightful. Thank you so much for being here. Although I expect that more and more association and more conversation from your side, more and more input, so that we can have more such sessions frequently. If I get that initiative from your side as well. How many of you would like to have more such sessions? Short sessions, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, more of sessions. Yeah. So next time, make sure if you're writing yes, you be there on a video call so that you participate overall. Okay. In the next lecture, suspense, we'll tell you the topic, so don't worry. Be with us. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. And
many more happy returns of the day, doctor.
Thank you,
This
ma'am.
is Suganti from Vellore.
Of course, your voice is enough, man. Of course, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Deepest
sir. Thank you.
gratitude to each one for being here. I hope this adds value, and I hope you don't read the book and you don't just hear me here with your ears and your eyes. You just don't read the book, but you pour it into and you live the things every day. So that's all for today. Let's start 1st September with a new journey. Let's take 1st September as a new year, right? Let's take it as a new journey, new year. Let's set new targets. Let's set new vision. Let's set new strategies. Let's live each day with a new vision, and let's try and delete all the past. There was a child who, if he, just imagine if there is a child, if he was given a chance to know anything and everything about his past life, what do you think? Would he be any happier or way upset, way guilty or way angrier, way upset and way miserable? What do you feel? If a child would have been given a chance to know anything, everything about past, yes or no? 100% no. The more we remember about past, the more it's going to give us pain. Okay, so it is the mind's choice to direct our energy from negative to positive. So if you constantly live in that harmony and positive and positive and positive, I've seen miracles happening with myself and with others and my team, of course. I've seen miracles with my team, with single member, someone from as young as 20-year-old to someone as old as 50, 55-year-old working over here for 4 to 10 years. I've seen miracles in their life. Things that they couldn't imagine has happened, will happen, and happens all the time. So wishing you all happiness, love, miracles, care. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for listening. Okay, see you.
Happy
next
birthday,
time.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
doctor. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
so
doctor.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
doctor.
Thank you so
Good
much,
night.
doctor. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you very, very much. Good night.
Good night.